Since I started as a content entrepreneur, the limited inventory model has pretty much saved my business over and over again. In this episode, we'll go through how you can use it to grow your business. I'm Joe Polizzi, and this is Content Inc., episode 470. This show is supported by Memberful. You know how much I talk about the importance of diversifying revenue streams as a creator. With Memberful, you can sell subscription memberships to your audience, unlocking a new source of revenue that includes owning your own data and customizing the experience however you want. And it integrates with all the tools you currently use. It's as easy as that. Try Memberful today for free at memberful.com/contentinc. Our big night at the races is next week, and we were 5 race sponsors short. The program was being finalized, and we needed to get sponsors in immediately. Everyone on the Orange Effect board did a great job selling tables and horse names, but for some reason we fell short with individual race sponsorships. So, my wife asked me if I could get them sold in a few hours. I was able to do that in less than an hour. Now, mind you, a race sponsorship is $150. It's not a large sum of money, but the sell is easy if you follow the basics of a limited inventory model. Now let's go through that now. Now, while I go through this, I want you to think about your inventory. Maybe you have a newsletter or a podcast or an event or your website. Whatever you need to sell, whatever you need to generate revenue with, I want your thoughts on that while we go through this model. The first thing to do with this model is make it personal. The reach out needs to be friendly. Don't BCC out your media kit. Approach each person with their name and say something related to your relationship with them. That removes a lot of the friction involved in the ask. Let's go through the model. Where most content entrepreneurs fail is they just ask for sponsorship or support. I have sponsorships available for my podcast. Would you like to be a sponsor? Or we have a big event coming up. We'd really like your support. Although sounding very nice, and you probably do, you'll likely hear crickets. It's not sponsor my podcast. It needs to be a thing, a specific thing. And when you do it, don't treat it like there are 1,000 of these out there. There are maybe 5 or 3 or 1. The offer is extremely limited, so treat it like one. Here's an example. Hi, Julie. It was so nice seeing you at CEX. I hope that referral I gave you worked out. I'll get to the point. I need a favor, and I think you might be interested. The sponsorship for the opening of my podcast just became available. There's only one of these, and I need a company I trust to fill this important slot. Each episode is $500, and I basically shower you with love and give out a link for my followers to contact you. I'm recording the next episode next Monday, and I don't want to ask anyone else until I know if you can do it or not. Can you let me know by this Friday? Now, while not perfect, this is pretty good. Now, you've done a couple of things here. First, you're friendly. You aren't selling. See how they're doing first. Be a human. Second, you're not asking for a podcast sponsorship, although that's what you're selling. You're filling one very rare spot that doesn't come around very often. Third, you're giving them a very specific price with specific details. Fourth, you're giving them a deadline. Now, let's say you have 3 podcast sponsorship slots available for your podcast. You could take the same ask and do this for mid-roll and for closing thoughts and sell all 3 at the same time. Now, once you get the initial yes, then you can discuss timetable and invoicing and all that. But get the yes first. Once you get the yes, everything else falls like dominoes. So let's go back to my night at the races dilemma. Here's what I said. Hey, Paul. Congrats on the new role. So excited for you. I need a favor. I have 5 $150 race sponsors left for our night at the races next week. Any chance you can fill one of these spots for me? You get your company name and brand at the top of one of our races to over 200 people at the event. Can you let me know either way by the end of the day? Eternal thanks if you can. Don't overcomplicate your sales. Make it easy for people to buy. This is Joe Polizzi. Remember, success comes from creating thoughtful content consistently over time. Keep creating, keep connecting, and we'll see you next Monday.